Hi, so I'm back again with another recipe, as I promised, on how to use your leftover vegetable pulp after you've done juicing. And as you can see, this is a combination of greens and some apples, probably celery, parsley, zucchini, cucumber, kale, broccoli, apple, ginger. And as I had mentioned to you before, that I was concerned about how do we, really utilize this without using it for compost, which basically means we're burying it in the compost pile in the backyard. So I came up with another recipe, and I wanted to share it with you for all of you that are juicing as well and have extra pulp to use. So this is a variation of zucchini bread. So what I have taken here in this beautiful mixture here, it's not the healthiest recipe, I must admit, but it's the best, and it has worked, and I've tried it, and it's lovely. So here we have 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 1/4 cups of white sugar. You can, variations here if you need to make it less sweet, or use applesauce and instead of oil, you can do that. 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract, and I've taken all of that, mixed it, blended it well together prior to starting the video. Here are the dry ingredients, and the dry ingredients consist of 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 3 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. That's here. Oh, and I forgot, sorry. 3 eggs are in here as well. So let's go through that just one more time, just to make sure we have everything in the wet ingredients there. 3 cups of eggs, 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 1/4 cup of white sugar, 3 tablespoons of vanilla extract, all blend together. Here I have my vegetable pulp, and it's 2 cups, probably a little bit more, but 2 cups of vegetable pulp. This recipe calls for 1 cup of chopped walnuts. I'm not a walnut fan, nor is anyone in my family a nut fan in terms of in our breads and things. Now, nuts and having trail mix is one thing. But, so what I did is I substituted the 1 cup of walnuts for an extra cup of the vegetable pulp, since I have so much of it already. Also, the baking trays that you're going to be using are 8 by 4 inch, and they are bread trays. I just sprayed them with the cooking spray that we have here in the house, but you can use whatever. Spray them, and you also flour them because that prevents sticking. And this recipe is going to make 2, so you're going to put them both in there. The recipe calls for this to be sifted. I don't have a sifter. I haven't had a sifter since I was a little kid with my grandmother. So I just put everything in there, and I'll just add it to the recipe. I kind of just mix it up a little bit, so that in my mind is like sort of sifting it. But if you have a sifter, please do that, because that's what the recipe calls for. So I'm just going to mix it up in here just a little bit, and I'm going to add it to the wet mixture. Now, the reason that I'm doing it in this way is because when you try to blend it with your hand mixer, it's so dense that you can't do it. It gets stuck on the blades of the hand mixer, so it doesn't work out so well. So just go ahead and use the hand mixer to blend your wet ingredients. But after you've done that, then you step away from that and just do it the old-fashioned way. So we just want to mix this in here really well. And like I said, it's a really dense recipe. So as you're doing this, you're going to see that it just gets thick, and you sort of get tired, Add a little bit more, so you never add all your mixture in at once. You're always adding a little bit at a time, and be careful not to spray the edges out. So what you do is you get your handy little spatula there, and just kind of comb the edges to get everything mixed in there to assist you as well. So I have it preheated. I probably should tell you about that. You want to preheat your oven to 325. Preheating is always a good idea to get it nice and ready. I'm going to take now and add in that pulp, and make sure your hands are clean. Wash your hands. We're going to get hygiene here. And get in there, blend that pulp in. It's almost like you can't even, it's so dense, but you know, just imagine it's going to be this really hard bread. And I'm telling you, this recipe is to die for. It's wonderful. Everybody, when they try it, they just simply say, like, really? That's like made out of all these healthy, and wonderfully healthy ingredients. Take and add the rest of your, and you can see, like, look, it's just, once you have done that, and then as you add the wet ingredients in there, the vegetable pulp, it starts to get a bit moister, so it makes it a bit easier to work with. So now you've got your pans already, your bread tray is already ready, and you're just going to take and divide the mixture in half. Like I said, it's a bit dense that you're working with, but that's okay. And you're going to put this all in here, and while I'm working on that, I'm going to tell you that you're going to put this in the oven. And your oven, as I said, is already preheated to 325 degrees. You're going to put it in your oven, and you're going to, excuse me, you're going to bake it for 40 to 60 minutes. And what you want to do then is stick a knife in after about 60 minutes. Trust me, it's going to take pretty much the whole time. After that 60 minutes, you're going to take a knife, you're going to stick it in there, and if the knife comes out clean with no leftover cake batter, or then your recipe is done. And you take it out and you put them on cooling racks, and you let them cool completely for 20 minutes. And there you have this wonderful, wonderful derivative of zucchini bread. And I'm going to go ahead and put them in my oven. And that's it for today. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the comment box below. And thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Bye.